once again, Liverpool.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Cock Council. How are we all? Hopefully all of you are having a fantastic day wherever you are around the world, and welcome to our match preview show for the game between Liverpool and Sheffield United that is at 8 o'clock tomorrow. I believe it's on Sky Sports box office, so I definitely won't be paying that. We will definitely, be trying to find some other alternative to watch the game. If you are, gonna, spend the 15 quid, then spend it on, please, food banks, charity, something like that. Do not spend it on the game. Try and find a different alternative. But, I won't talk too down on that, to be fair. And, guys, please let me know your thoughts and your opinions about this game as well. Who do you think, what will the scoreline be? Who do you think will be starting? Because there is a couple of rumours going around at the moment that a certain couple of people could be returning for this game. And we will be talking about everything about that in tonight's video anyway. But if you could do me the massive favour and please give this video a like, it'd be massively appreciated if you could do so. Also as well, if you're new to the Cock Council and watching this for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button, because we are trying to get to 400 subscribers. We're getting there, but it's step by step. So if you're watching this for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button. But I can see a few of you in the chat right now. Chris is in saying, hi, hope you're well. Hope you're well as well, Chris. Liz is in saying hello or hiya. Hiya, Liz. Hopefully having a fantastic day. And Chris says, the Ryan Brewster derby. Yeah, well, of course, Ryan Brewster is in the thumbnail of this video. And I thought it was a decent thumbnail, with Ryan Brewster, poking his finger out, and then of course, he's probably going to start, this game anyway. What's been said, and the rumours anyway, it looks like Ryan Brewster will make his full debut for Sheffield United. So very, very interesting to see, what he can do against the Reds as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Liz says like, subscribe, and share, folks. Yeah, if you could, it'd be massively appreciated. Then please do feel free to. Chris says Sky Sports box office can do one, either donate to a food bank or give the £15 of Monopoly money, so shove it up their backside. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I absolutely agree with that. Seamus is in as well. How are you? Hopefully having a fantastic day, mate. Saying good evening, everyone. Good evening to you as well, mate. So that's not go. That's not try and hide anything from you guys and things like this. And the first topic that I want to talk about to you guys tonight, and that is injury news. Injury news. Of course, Klopp was talking about that in his press conference, and he mentioned a certain Alisson Becker. Now, we've all known that Ali's been a huge miss for the Reds, ever since getting injured before the Merseyside derby anyway. And it is a possibility that he could play in this match. And I say a possibility. It's a very big possibility that he could play in this game. Apparently, he's been training yesterday and today with the first team. There was no pictures of him. This, of course, this image right here was taken out when the team was out in Austria, I believe, in their pre-season tour. And yeah, so no pictures of him today. We saw pictures of other players and that, but it is very much looking like that either A, he does play tomorrow against Sheffield United, or he is definitely back midweek against I've forgotten their name, but in the Champions League, Midtjylland, there we go. He'll be back for Midtjylland as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway on Alisson Becker. Would you put him into the team? Wouldn't you? Let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Seema says, I think it might be a game too soon for Alisson. Very interesting. I know that I don't think Klopp will rush him at all. I don't think, that will be the case. I think Klopp will give him, enough time to maybe, come in with the injury. I think Adrian, people have, given Adrian a bit of stick, ever since he's come into the squad. But I feel like Adrian over the last couple of games anyway has done a tremendous job. I think that, yes, there is the odd mistake there with him, but just maybe having Alisson back, so quickly, even though we thought, it would be, not until the end of next month that we thought that he could be coming back. So to have him back, in the talking phase, so soon, then, it is very, very interesting. But guys, please do let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. And to be fair, if I quickly add something on the screen right now, because I'm an idiot, I completely forgot to add this before we went live. So apologies if you can't see my face or anything right now, or it's frozen on screen anyway. Where have I put that? I believe there it is. Right, so that's loading up now anyway. But yeah, I was an idiot and I forgot to add something onto the stream before we went live. So yeah, stupid me anyway. But what we got, Chris says, my lineup, Alisson-Adrian, probably Adrian, Trent, Fabinho, Gomez, Robertson, Henderson, Thiago, Keita, Salah, Mane, and Jota. I know that is a talking point. We did have it on the as the title, Jurgen Klopp to take Bobby Firmino out for Diogo Jota, and it's a possibility. I do think it is a real possibility for this game. Anyway, Chris says, I agree with Seamus. Seamus says, Matip and Thiago are also being assessed tomorrow before the game. That is very true. That was going to lead me on to my next point, so thank you, Seamus, for spoiling my next point. I'm joking. Chris says, I love Firmino, but he needs a rest. For me, he's out of form, unfortunately. Yeah, I know a lot of people are thinking this and that, and a lot of people are genuinely thinking, now realistically, should Bobby Firmino now get a rest for maybe Midtjylland in midweek or West Ham next week? It's a thought, because at the end of the day, football is now coming thick and fast, and whenever players can get a rest, and even if he's on the bench, he's always there, isn't he, to make an impact and make a Klopp make the substitution if needed as well. So it is very interesting to see what will happen. But thank you to Seamus anyway for you're getting to our next point, and that was with Thiago and Matip. Of course, James PS tweeting out today. Of course, Jurgen Klopp with his press conference anyway, saying, Klopp on whether Thiago-Matip will be involved tomorrow. He said, I don't know. Training is after the press conference. We will see who is out there, cards close to his chest. Well, he did say that, training would be afterwards, and it was afterwards. There he is. Thiago Alcantara was in training tonight anyway. That is photos. Well, that is a photo of him training and that. So yeah, very, very interesting. I got a feeling that he is probably going to start tomorrow. And that I tried to find a photo of Joel Matip. I tried to have a look, but there was no photos of Matip, so I have to think that Matip won't be available for tomorrow. But don't take that word 100% of mine, because we couldn't find no photos of Alisson, but then I was told that Alisson did train today. So who the hell knows, to be awfully honest with you. But guys, let me know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Would you start Thiago tomorrow? I know a couple of people have already given away their starting 11 predictions, but let me know in the comment section anyway. Would you start Thiago Alcantara against Sheffield United tomorrow? But Seamus says, sorry, Colin, that's absolutely fine, Seamus. I'm only kidding, man. Cahill says, go away, Cahill. I'm not even reading your comments tonight. Chris says, Firmino played a lot of games too. Yeah, absolutely. He's played. He's played. Probably more under Jurgen Klopp than probably any other player. I think that's actually true. I'm not quite sure on that stat, but I think it is true. He's played more out of anyone. And plus, you got to think about it as well. He's also traveling and playing with Brazil. Of course, Fabinho, Alisson, and Firmino got confirmed in Brazil's team for November international break. So, he's going to go and play there again. So it will be interesting to see what he does anyway. Liz says, have a good night all. Going to rest. Production went well, but hurts like a bitch. see you later, Liz. No need, to stick around. Hopefully, it feels a lot better, and hopefully, you have a great rest of your night. Finn's in, says greetings, Connor. Hello, Finn. Hopefully, having a fantastic day, mate. Chris says, have a great night, Liz. Take care. Absolutely, please take care, Liz. Seamus says, take care, Liz, as well. Finn says, to be honest, this is a match we need Matip, but Sheffield is good on set pieces. Also, Thiago is a risk, but maybe play him from 60 minutes to shake his legs. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, I don't know whether or not Matip is fit and ready because, like someone said, we didn't see him in training anyway. Well, they didn't see him in training photos, but then some people have said that he is trained, some people say that he hasn't. So, I can't really, bring you false news then in that aspect of things. But someone that I know that's very reliable said that Alisson trained, and as you've seen, Thiago trained as well. So, it will be interesting anyway. But, I think that is the question, at centre half that we will talk about now in a brief moment as well. Seema says maybe Mane or Salah up front and Jota on the wing, potentially. Kale says Alisson watching a movie and relaxing with crisps and chocolate and a drink. I don't think he will be tomorrow. Any news on Mbappe? Nope, absolutely none. Like I said, no transfer news will be said now until late November, beginning of December. Nothing like that. So we're not gonna talk anything about transfers really. Maybe we may do a video, about a Virgil van Dijk replacement. I think we've already done that as well. So, who knows? But Finn says, also thinking it's a good way to rotate the squad, especially one of our wing backs as Champions League is coming up midweeks. Yeah. The interesting news is Kostas Tsimikas will be back next week, which is a very good thing, to be fair. So practically all of our players that have been injured, apart from Virgil van Dijk, should be back within the next couple of weeks. Like Ox should be coming back. Tsimikas is back next week. Thiago, Alisson, Matip. So Liverpool, apart from Virgil van Dijk, will have a full-on strong squad. So it's possible. Rotation could be a possibility over the next 2 weeks, especially with playing Sheffield United and then playing Midtjylland and then having to face West Ham, which you could probably rotate in that game a little bit, but not too much. In my personal opinion anyway. But Chris says Sheffield United and Midtjylland next games, we should be winning them games. Yeah, absolutely. I do 100% agree with that. I think that Sheffield's a must win. And then of course Midtjylland then is a definite must win as well. Doug's in as well. Hi Doug. Hopefully you're well, pal. Says hi Connor. Finn asks, what's your take on Keita and also any possible rotations with games coming thick and fast every game in 3 days, every game in 3 days. I love Naby Lad. I think probably since Project Restart, he's probably been our best player. Until the Villa game, and then of course he didn't play in the Merseyside derby, and now probably if you looked at the midfield, if we were to play Matip and Gomez in the same team, then and Fabinho was to go back in midfield, probably Keita wouldn't get in the midfield because he'd probably play Thiago and Henderson as the main middle three anyway. But I love Naby Keita. I think he's fantastic. I think he's definitely going to become one of the best midfielders in the Premier League this season if given the chance and given the opportunity anyway, in my personal opinion, for sure. But I know people have had their doubts about him. I know people have had their say about him. But for me, I think he is that crucial. I think he should be, in that team. Maybe with Fabinho sticking at centre back, then I think he's definitely probably behind Henderson and Thiago. But then after that, then I think he should be the first name thought about anyway, in my personal opinion, for sure. But Kale asks, who do you think we can play in the Champions League round of 16? I haven't even thought about that, so ask me in about 2 weeks' time. To be honest with you, mate, seriously, ask me in 2 weeks' time, and then I might have a bit of a better idea. But if we could pick anyone, Barcelona, why not? we probably can't play Barcelona, but still. Chris goes, what do you think is Sheffield United's threat? I say mostly set pieces. Yeah, I think set pieces will be their main threat. Of course, they may start out the game, going with balls in the air and things like this, but then they might potentially bring on Diogo Jota, and they might bring on a couple of other people as well. So, not Diogo Jota, sorry, Ryan Brewster. See, I've got Jota on my head all the time now, but yeah, they might bring on Ryan Brewster. So that changed the complete, change of the game. At the end of the day, Brewster will try and get at Joe Gomez. He'll try and get at Joel Matip as much as he can. And I think, he could possibly start the game. Apparently the Telegraph and the Independent as well have said that, he is meant to start against Liverpool tomorrow. I don't know whether or not that will be the case. I think probably it will be, and I think Brewster will start. But then, do they go 4-4-2 Sheffield? Do they go, do they maybe change something to try and maybe put pressure on if Adrian is playing, for example? Do they put pressure on Adrian and Gomez? Because realistically, I think even if Fabinho is playing centre back, I think probably Joe Gomez is, as to them anyway, our weakest player as the two centre backs. But it will be interesting. It will be very, very interesting to see anyway. Doug asks, want me to jump on? No, you can fuck off. No, I'm kidding. If you want to come on, yeah, that's fine. You said I meant to ask earlier, and apologies. See, guys, Doug is a terrible friend. Never does things for me. But yeah, I'm kidding. Give me a quick second, and I will send it to you via Twitter. So if you want to join, then please join. If anyone else would like to join as well, then please do let me know in the comment section down below, because I did do it for what was it for? I think it was like the game last week, and I asked people, did they want to come on and have their thoughts and their opinions, and no one ended up coming on. But if anyone would like to come on the channel, you don't have to show your face, you don't have to watch them, you just need your voice, you need to be in a quiet place, and you need earphones, and that's the only things you need for that. So if anyone would like to come on, then please do feel free to let me know in the comment section down below anyway. But where were we to? Seema says, I think there might be at least 2 surprise starts tomorrow. Very interesting. Seamus, let me know who you think will be starting tomorrow anyway, or the 2 surprises are anyway. But Chris says, if it's 0-0, 10 minutes to go, or 1-0 to us, they will bring Brewster on for counter-attack, as they might go for it. Yeah, they might do. There's so many options now with Sheffield, now with the addition of Ryan Brewster, because last season they were a very nitty-gritty type team. They will grind out a result against someone. Now with the addition of Brewster, then I think they can, they don't have to do that. They don't have to try and grind out results. They could go for the kill then, realistically. But with that, I think that maybe it's a possibility that it's something, other things could happen as well, in many respects as well. But yeah, as you can see right now, we are joined by an absolute pest. That's Douglas Horn. he's gonna kill me for that. He is gonna kill me for that. How are you?
Pest? A pest? How dare you? Hello. I hope you're doing well.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Well. Put it this way. You are literally like glued to me when it is like podcast time, and I'm literally glued to you, because we've just become like really, really sort of like good friends, really, really close friends as well. So yeah, you're stuck with my jokes, I'm afraid.
Yeah, like the other night, guys, me and Doug was on a call, and I wanted to kill myself from the bad jokes. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it's all banter at the end of the day. Mark's in as well, saying, hello, how is everyone today? I'm doing fantastic, mate. Doug, how are you doing?
I am not too bad. I did a very long shift at work today, so you could probably tell from like my voice. I've been speaking a lot today, But no, I'm really, really good. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. I'm not paying pay-per-view because if I did, I would be like, no, definitely not. So what I'll be probably doing is probably getting a radio and probably listening to it like that way.
Or one of those special websites that we won't name any specific type of websites, but
yeah, we do know that.
Yeah. Chris says Sheffield United not the same defensively this season as last season, so hopefully we can get at them. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, they've had a big, massive change at goalkeeper. With the difference between Dean Henderson and Aaron Ramsdale as well. And for me, I think Ramsdale. And I was going to talk about a little bit about this anyway. When we were talking about Sheffield United and that later on in the show. But for me, Aaron Ramsdale reminds me quite a lot of Jordan Pickford. Between the Sunderland days and the even now, them days. Doug, do you see that the same as well? Do you think Ramsdale is one of those overhyped English goalkeepers?
I did a preview with Nick from In Good Nick, the Chef Way, and he was saying to me that he's not had the protection of the back sort of five almost because Egan was sent off against Aston Villa, he was banned, so they've not had like a settled back three, if you know what I mean. Jack McConnell's out for the rest of the season. That's a big blow because he was a big mainstay of that defence. They're without John Fleck as well, another very important player, and Lys Mousset, who, according to Nick, is their fastest player in the squad. So, and he was saying to me that it looks like they could be potentially playing Ollie Burke tomorrow, but from what he's been saying to me, the thing with Sheffield United is, right, and I think it's safe to say this: they haven't looked the same. I think many people have probably worked how to play them now, and that's a big concern. Like when you think that Sheffield United were one of the teams to watch last season, to get them this season, they look a shadow of their form. So actually, I'll rephrase that. They've looked a shadow of themselves since lockdown.
I think it's more of a football hangover, isn't it? Yeah. Remember when Burnley had that season where I think they were challenging for sixth at one point, and the next season I think they were 5 points off relegation or something like that. So I think the same will happen with Sheffield. I think they've had a football hangover, and I think that even though I think Chris Wilder has done a fantastic job there, and that over the last few years and that getting them up through the divisions and that, but there is something wrong there. To be fair, the only game I've watched of Sheffield this season was actually no, I lie. I've watched 2 games of them this season. I've watched them against Wolves and I've watched them against Fulham, and both times they looked terrible, going forward and defensively, and against a Fulham side that happily concedes goals, so, and I think people don't remember this as well so much. The game last year between these two, Liverpool and Sheffield United, especially at Anfield anyway, Liverpool, we only won 2-0, but we dominated the game, in terms of possession, attempts and things. I guess if it wasn't for Dean Henderson, Liverpool would have won that game probably, 8, well, I wouldn't say 8, but 5, 6 goals because Henderson was fantastic.
I think the thing is, from that game, I was looking at the stats from last season, and we had 75% possession in that game, and they only had 25%. So it kind of says that they didn't really threat. The only attempt that I can remember, and I think it was David McGoldrick, I think it was sort of about 30 yards out, and it went well wide. So they didn't have many shots last season. So the fact that they've got, look, McBurney blows hot and cold. I'm going to be honest here. I do not rate him. I do not think he is Scotland quality either. So there we go. Also, he has shaved his beard off, which looks really weird. I didn't even notice him. So if he does play at the weekend, you will notice a beardless McBurney. So that's something to look forward to. But no, I think Sheffield United are in a lot of trouble. But I'm one of those ones who I just think they've still got a little bit too much for other teams like West Brom and Fulham. Funnily enough, I noticed Liverpool posted on their Twitter sort of a throwback from 2007 match between Liverpool and Sheffield United. That was actually my first Liverpool match I went to. Was Liverpool 4, Sheffield United 0 in 2007.
Yeah, there we go. So everything, well, to be fair, I tripped down memory lane, and hopefully it'll be 4-0 again this weekend.
You would assume so. You would assume so. I think every time we've played Ramsdale, this could be horribly wrong, but I believe that we've scored 3 goals plus past him.
Yes,
I could be wrong there.
Yeah, because of Bournemouth. Yeah, we beat them. I think it was 4-0 one time. I think we beat them 4-0 again at Anfield, and I think it might even be 4+. Because I can remember scoring. I can remember us scoring loads against Bournemouth, but like it was like 4-1, 4-0. Like at a couple of times. But
something about them though is that their fullbacks are so good, like Baldock and Enda Stevens. That's what made them successful last season. Was them bombing forward and then allowing you to pass into fantasy Premier League masterstroke and John Lundstrom. I think honestly everyone had him in their team last season, so if you had him in your team, you were getting many points for sure. But I'm looking forward to this game. I'm looking forward to seeing how Sheffield United sort of come out in this game. Will they sit back? Will they allow us to have the ball? It's going to be a fascinating game.
Yeah, definitely. And Seamus says Minamino, Jota, maybe even Neco Williams at right back. A lot of games coming up, so might have to rotate a lot. Maybe, or we might even see a big rotation in the Champions League against Midtjylland as well. But Chris says the banter between Doug and Connor. Doug's just a twat. But Finn says, what's your take on Liverpool not changing strategies on the high line with the battering we suffered against Villa? What teams use that template against us? I think we've changed it. If you watch the Ajax game,
we changed it.
Yeah, we changed it. I think now because Virgil van Dijk is in there, maybe things might change a little bit even more with the likes of Alisson coming back. But I believe that we have changed the high line. It's not as high as what it was, but it is still classed as a high line, but it isn't as high as what it was against Villa anyway.
No, definitely not.
Chris gone, Liverpool 3, Sheffield United 1. Jeannie says, evening Reds, evening Jeannie. Hopefully having a fantastic day, mate. Finn asks, your thoughts on Reece Williams? What a year he has had from playing non-league football to UEFA Champions League. Also, not realistic playing Gomez-Matip every time as they are injury prone. Should we look at Reece Williams? For me, I think Genius said by Gomez isn't injury prone. One injury against Burnley, which was a leg break in 3 years. Matip is a different story. I would agree with that. I think Gomez isn't so much injury prone. It's more confidence with Joe Gomez, and then with Joel Matip, he is injury prone, and we can expect him to be out for at least like a couple of games. But I know that Klopp was talking about Reece Williams, especially after his Champions League debut in midweek anyway, and I think he was leaning towards Reece Williams maybe playing some part of the Premier League season. Do you think he could play against teams like West Brom and other teams like at Anfield anyway, or do you think that he should maybe be used in, like, say if we're beating Midtjylland by like 3-4-0, and in the last 20 minutes, do you think we should bang him on then?
I think Reece Williams has been absolutely fantastic, and I think I've said to you, Connor, quite a lot that Reece Williams, for me, he's like a mini Van Dijk. almost. He's been fantastic. I don't think he's put a foot wrong since he's played. And I think having sort of that experienced defender in Van Dijk, having him beside him has really stepped his confidence up. So absolutely proud for the boy to get a European debut. I thought when he came on the other night, I didn't see the game because I was working, sadly. Yes, I work every Champions League weekday, which is really, really annoying. So every time I have to come home, I just basically put the highlights on. That's what I do. But from what I did see, I thought Williams was very, very good when he came on, and I think you are right to an extent. I think we will need him at some point. I wonder though if he will probably be used for Azure games of like Midtjylland possibly, because in my opinion, and this is not being disrespectful to our Danish minnows, if you want to say this, but they are the whipping boys of the group. So we could easily play Reece Williams in there.
Why have you said that? Like every team in the Champions League deserves to be in the Champions League. Why have you gone and said that now? Because knowing that now, it's going to be another Salzburg game. We're going to be cruising, and then bang, have that. It's like friggin' 3-3 all of a sudden. But yeah, I get what you mean. Look, at the end of the day, I think you're going to have to play him in easy games to try and get him experience. I think he'll definitely play, in the FA Cup, this season for sure.
Absolutely.
I think he's probably the first name on the team sheet in terms of defense anyway. But guys, let us know your thoughts anyway in the comment section down below. Let me quickly scroll back up because there's been a couple of questions. Dunton Abbey says, feeling kind of bad for the Blades. They were on fire last season. This season, however, it's a total U-turn or turnaround, as Duncan has said. Patesh is in saying, Connor, you fine specimen of a human. Thank you, Patesh. Hopefully I have a fantastic day, mate. Mark says, what are your predictions, Connor? We will get on to our starting 11 and our score predictions in a little bit. Jeannie says, if any team has been affected with the no crowd situation more than us, it is Sheffield United. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Chris says, only time we haven't scored 3+ more past Ramsdale was Liverpool 2-1 with Bournemouth last season. I just checked there.
Yeah.
Did we already beat them 2-1?
Yeah, it was only 2-1.
Yeah, it was the one that James Milner hit the ball over the top of the net to try and stop. I think it was Callum Wilson trying to score. I think Adrian was in that game.
Adrian was in goal that day. Yeah, I remember that.
I still think that it's going to be 3+ again against him. But Chris says, Gomez looked back to confidence playing with Fabinho away 1-0 win at Ajax on Wednesday. Yeah, I agree with that. Reece Williams is Van Dijk appreciate. Well, Doug did say that he was, the young Virgil van Dijk. Mark says, yep, I guess so. I don't know what that's for. I think that was predictions. I think what Mark was saying. Diego's in as well. Hi, Diego. Hope they're on a fantastic day, mate. Finn says, who's the better lad, Reece Williams or Billy Kmetio?
Ooh.
Let me remove Doug a minute. You sounded like a Daleks to me.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry.
I think you're fine now. Guys, let me know in the chat, but go on. But who's the better one, Reece Williams or Billy Kmetio?
That's really hard to say because Reece Williams has had first team experiences. Billy Kmetio has not. I'd have to say Reece Williams, but that would be a bit unfair because Billy Kmetio hasn't had like a game yet, so it'd have to be Reece Williams. But hopefully we see Billy Lad this season. Hopefully we see a big 6'6" BFG
giant of a man. So hopefully we see him very soon.
Maybe. I think definitely FA Cup. I think probably we'll see the both of them in the FA Cup this season. What else we got? Jeannie asks, what do you think about Garay, free agent Argentina released by Valencia? There's been some rumours there, but I don't think Klopp will want him at Liverpool. In my personal opinion, I don't think he fits Klopp's style, and I don't think he fits the Klopp mould anyway. In my personal opinion.
I don't think so, because Argentinians are usually built to be rough buggers. So no, I don't see it.
I just read the chat. Daleks are outside Doug's house. Wait, chat, is he sounding like a Dalek? Is it just not me? Or is it... The text says, is that Doug's base station, please? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. No.
Wait, let me see. If I mute Doug and then put him back, right. Hopefully that will work. If it doesn't, Doug, you'll have to go and try and sort it out and then come back. Because everyone's saying you sound like a Dalek.
Apparently I sound like a Dalek would do it. That's not good.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to go somewhere and try and do that. So it'll just be me for a minute, guys. And then when Doug comes back, we'll try and sort out Dalek's voice anyway. Hopefully, he hasn't exterminated anyone just yet. And hopefully, there won't be anyone dead outside. But Genie's waving to Diogo as well. Chris has no excuses. I feel our second team can beat Midtjylland. No disrespect to them. So I see where Doug's coming from by playing Reece Williams. I can definitely see what he's on about. But, I'm just saying be a little bit more respectful towards Midtjylland because, they are a Champions League side. And to be fair, I believe anyway, hopefully all of the Champions League teams deserve to be there anyway, even though some of them are a bit crap. To be fair, Jeannie with a crying face says, Diego says, it's my fault. It's not your fault whatsoever, mate. Batesh, obviously with the Doug base station voice. Douglas is back. Is the Daleks gone?
I hope so. I think it's because I've got my earphones in and the mic's close to my mouth, so maybe that's what it is. Sorry.
Well, the best thing now, we haven't got to put up with any Daleks anymore because I can't hear it anymore. Guys, please let me know in the chat if the Dalek Doug has disappeared. Mark says robotic voice. Jeannie says good one, and Chris says I'll be respectful. Otherwise, Midtjylland fans beyond my case. Yes, they will be, Chris. They absolutely will be. But Doug, I'll ask you this then: what would be your starting 11 prediction for tomorrow's game?
I said this in my preview. I know Alisson is meant to be, back and all that. I wouldn't risk him. In all honesty. So I'm going to go Adrian. I'm going to go Trent Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Fabinho, Andy Robertson, who makes his 100th Liverpool appearance tomorrow. Congratulations to him. Probably one of the best signings we've made ever. £8 million. And, well, even if that was Kevin Stewart, wasn't it? So do that. I'm going to go Gini Wijnaldum. I'm going to say Thiago will return. I think Thiago will return. I'm going to go Henderson. And then I'm going to go Mohamed Salah, Bobby Firmino, and Sadio Mane.
Ooh, very, very interesting. I know that there's a couple of people, saying, I know they were saying in the chat that, they think that maybe, Adrian will start. This is my team. And I go, crap, I've got him back. I've got him there. Mr. Alisson Becker for me starts tomorrow against Sheffield United. I think he will be ready and I think he will be fine. for that anyway. I've then gone with Trent Alexander-Arnold right back, Joe Gomez, Fabinho. I think that is the partnership that Klopp should try and move forward from now on. I think that realistically, you'd normally see Virgil van Dijk alongside Joe Gomez, but now I think that partnership will work fantastically. And then, like Doug said, Andy Robinson is 100th game for Liverpool tomorrow. What was it, £8 million? And then we ended up selling, Kevin Stewart for what I think was like 500k more we spent for than Robos. So that was fantastic business. So Jordan Henderson, as you can see there, in the 6th role. Thiago Alcantara, I think, will come back into the squad. In midfield, sorry, and then Gini Wijnaldum to partner. Those two then, and then I've gone with Mohamed Salah on the right hand side. I've gone with Sadio Mane on the left, and I've gone with Diogo Jota in the middle. I think Bobby Firmino will be rested for Midtjylland in midweek as well. But guys, let me know your thoughts about mine and Doug's starting 11 prediction. I would love to see Alisson in there tomorrow. Gone with a bit of a risk with him putting in there, but I think he will be ready because apparently he's been training with the first team for 2 days now. So I think Klopp will put him in there.
The only thing about Jota starting, I think Jota is more of a winger. So I reckon Mohamed Salah or Sadio Mane will start up front in the forward role.
He's played, when I was looking at it, he's played the centre forward role for Portugal when Ronaldo hasn't been there. So he's known to be playing.
Yeah.
So either way, anyway, even if Bobby is left out, I still think that, like you said, it'll either be between Mane or Jota in that false 9 role, because I think it was against Watford one time when Bobby was injured and was having a rest, and we ended up scoring 5 against Watford when Mane was in that 9 role, I think. So he's been fantastic for me anyway. Jota anyway, brilliant when he come on in the Champions League in midweek.
Yeah, he was.
And normally I would put Takumi Minamino in there, but I just got a feeling that he may be used midweek, and I think maybe one of the front 3 will be rested against Midtjylland. Maybe. I think there will be big rotation for there, but I'm not sure anyway. But,
so basically what you're saying is I Jota feeling.
Okay, it's my time now. Doug can get in the bin. No, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ, Douglas. The bad jokes are only meant to be privately, not on stream. Jesus. But guys, let us know anyway your thoughts in the comment section down below. Chris says, Andy Robertson, best left back in the Premier League history. Enough said. Maybe, especially for the price tag that we coughed out anyway. Genie's gone for Adrian, Trent, Gomez, Matip, Robbo, Fabinho, Gini, Keita, Salah, Salah, Mane, and Firmino as well. Chris says, I think Naby will definitely start IMO between Gini and Thiago. Just start with Henderson and Keita in the midfield. I think Keita, the reason why Keita isn't in my team is because I think he will start against Midtjylland, but I think he will come on for one of the midfield 3. Anyway, I think he'll definitely start against Midtjylland anyway. Mark says, love to see Alisson. Yeah, it would be fantastic if we got to see Alisson, because realistically, the first, thought about Alisson was he wasn't going to be back for like another month, but, he's come back, a month early. So absolutely fantastic then in that respect. But Chris says, I put Mane as a striker in my lineup prediction personally. I think a lot of people will, but I think Jota may be a bit better in that centre forward role. Finn goes good squad corner, but I don't think Klopp will risk Alisson, as there is more crucial matches ahead after he lost Van Dijk. Look, at the end of the day, there's a risk putting Alisson there. I would absolutely agree, but I think a Klopp normally with a player, he gives them 1 or 2 training sessions to find out what they can do. He's done it with the likes of Thiago before. He did it with the likes of Mane, Salah, and that. And he's done it with Alisson in the past. I think Alisson, I think it was one game last season, I think he was on the cups and that. And I think that he did a late fitness test and he put him in the team. So I think there is a possibility there. I can definitely see where you're coming from, but there, Finn. Chris says, but the front three easily rotation during the game, which causes chaos for opponents' defenses. That's why we have the best front three in the world. Yeah, I would agree with that. And a load of people with the cry laughing emoji. I think that was with Douglas's joke. No. Also, I think Trent will be benched for Neco Williams and Keita for Thiago. Interesting. Very interesting. Mean training for a while, or been training for a while. I think that was with what we were talking about earlier on. Chris says, Tug with the Jota jokes. Yes, Doug does like the old joke. And Finn's gone Adrian, Neco Williams, Fabinho, Gomez, Robertson, Keita, Gini, Henderson, Salah, Firmino, and Mane as well. So a lot of different teams then for a lot of different people. So it is very, very interesting to see what Klopp will do tomorrow. But Doug, before we head off then, what would be your starting score prediction for tomorrow?
3-0.
Ooh. Gone big.
Yeah, I just think the way that they're playing right now, it just doesn't they don't look like they've got confidence. They don't look like they've even got goal scorers as well. And Nick was saying to me on my preview that he thinks Jack Robinson might start at the back for Sheffield United, and he looked really shaky against Fulham. Actually, Jack Robinson, ex-Liverpool, of course. So. It's not one ex-Liverpool player that's returning, it's two ex-Liverpool players. So I'm going to go 3-0. I'm going to basically say all the front three score tomorrow. Mane, Bobby, and Salah.
Very interesting. See, I was going to go conservative, but it changed last second. No, I'm going to stick with conservative. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool. I think last season it was 2-0. I think again it will be 2-0, and I think it'll be yet again another dominant performance. An early shout for man of the match, Thiago Alcantara again. I think he will definitely be man of the match again tomorrow, because if he did that against Everton, then I definitely think he can do it against Sheffield United. And that's kind of no disrespect to Sheffield in a way, but still, I think that, if he's going to start, he's going to tear that defense to pieces, even if they are blocking, between 5 or 6. But, guys, let us know your thoughts anyway, and let us know your score prediction anyway before heading off anyway. Jeannie's Connor's reaction is better than the joke. To be fair, I have some, I have some very much reactions. If we recorded all of our calls, and even in the Skype group calls, and just our reaction to some jokes, it would make a good video. I think it would make a good video. Chris says that's true, Jeannie. Mark said, think that's a good shout if Alisson is in net. I think for sure. Seamus says 3-0 if Alisson starts, 3-1 if Adrian starts. Jeannie with a crying face. Chris says Jack Robinson 2011-12 Liverpool vibes. Yes, very much Liverpool vibes. Finn's gone prediction 5-1 to Liverpool. Salah hat-trick with him continuing his home form. I would love that, because then if other people didn't score, Mo Salah would be top of the Premier League Golden Boot race. So, and that's getting more and more, intriguing by the day, of course, because, you've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you've got the likes of Jamie Vardy as well, trying to keep hold of the Golden Boot. Mo Salah wants it back so desperately, so he will definitely want it back for sure. Jeannie's gone 4-1, I think that's to Liverpool. Chris has gone 3-1 to Liverpool, and Diego's gone. I'm sticking to Liverpool 3-0 at Sheffield United. Jota hat-trick, although Brewster may score for Sheffield United. I hope Brewster doesn't score, but I hope he has a good game, because it will be nice.
Speaking of hat-tricks, Patrick Bamford has scored a hat-trick for Leeds United this evening. Apparently they're 3-0 up at Villa Park.
Why couldn't we do that?
Yeah.
Is this now the turning point? Can Leeds now score 7 against Villa, and then we can wind them up about that? That would be nice if that was the case. But no, look, they've done well so far this season anyway. But I think we're going to leave it there, guys. We have been going for 50 minutes tonight. I was planning just a short half an hour match preview, but this certain gentleman by here has extended it to another 15-20 minutes. So thank you, Douglas, for that, and thank you to all of you guys anyway. I am only kidding in that respect anyway. Jean, about the last comment of the video, Jeannie says Brewster's going to score, everyone deal with it. And then Chris says, guess who's predicted Villa to lose? My predictions, pat on the back. Yeah, fair play, Chris. But yeah, Doug, thank you so much for popping on. Mate, where can we find you on the socials?
You find me at the Dugout Football channel, which is on 617 subscribers now, which is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, by the way, yeah, before I say, let's get this man to 400 subscribers. He's been on 390. He's now on 389. Let's get him to 400 as soon as possible. He deserves it. He deserves it. But you can find me on Instagram at Douglas.Horn. You can find me on Twitter at enroad_1992, and you can also find me on Facebook. Yeah,
definitely. And I always got to laugh when Doug comes on here and goes like, I have 600 subscribers. I'm like, can I have 10, please? Just to get over that 400 mark. But yeah, if anyone could anyway, if you're watching this for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to enable notifications anyway on that. Finn says, thanks Colin and Doug for the interesting watch. Wash hands, especially in this difficult time we are all in. Yeah, please do wash your hands. Please stay safe and that, because, well, everything's going back into lockdown at the minute. So, you know, everyone please stay safe. Anyway, but Jeannie says, last comment then, big up Colin. Thank you, Jeannie. And yeah, thank you to everyone that has commented it, liked, shared, subscribed. You know, very much appreciated. And guys, tomorrow, I believe around 7 o'clock, we will be live with the team news for Liverpool versus Sheffield. You know, bringing you, you know, all the team news and that. So hopefully we get another score. You know, we get another, you know, squad prediction correct, because I think I got Everton right. So fingers crossed and get it right again. So, but yeah, we'll leave it there. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight's stream. I've been calling out from the Cop Council, and we'll all see you all later on. Tra-Reds.